Unit-05, 1. Update.
更新
I haven't updated my website in a while. 2. Specimen.
标本
She has a large collection of butterfly specimens.
样品
The contractor showed us some specimens of wallpapers. 3. Persist.
坚持继续
We will persist in our efforts. If the journalists persist in asking personal questions, ask them to leave.
持续
The fair weather will persist all week. 4. Circuit.
电路
The electric current flows through the circuit. 5. Myth.
神话故事
Based on a Chinese myth, the goddess Nuwa created humans from clay.
神话
There are many interesting stories in the Greek myths.
迷思
That whites are superior to blacks is a myth of whites. 6. Velvet.
天鹅绒
The interior of the violin case is covered with velvet.
如天鹅绒般光滑柔软的
She has velvet skin. 7. Colleague.
同事
We plan to invite some colleagues and friends to our party. 8. Enthusiastic.
狂热的
You don't seem very enthusiastic about the concert. She is an enthusiastic admirer of the Beatles. 9. Widow.
寡妇
The poor widow worked really hard to raise her only son. Widower.
官夫
The widower decided to marry again after his wife had been dead for 10 years. 10. Violinist.
小提琴家
He is a world-class violinist. 11. Rail.
栏杆
They built wooden rails around their backyard.
铁轨
The train went off the rails and caused more than 100 deaths. 12. Condemn.
谴责
We condemned him for his violent behavior. 13. Weird.
怪异的
This is just too weird. It can't possibly be true. 14. Preach.
讲道传布
The minister preached on the importance of honesty last Sunday.
说教
Most teenagers don't like to have adults preaching to them. Preacher.
牧师传道士
The preacher has devoted his life and passion to his religion. 15. Yoga.
瑜伽
Doing yoga exercise is good for our health. 16. Output.
产量
The output of the coal mine is 100 million tons every year.
输出
You should read more and talk less. In other words, more input, less output. 17. Occurrence.
发生
The occurrence rate of cancer increases with age.
事件
Now it seems that robberies and thefts are everyday occurrences. 18. Ceremony.
典礼
The graduation ceremony is usually held in June. 19. Fiber.
纤维
We can get plenty of fiber from fruits and vegetables. 20. Correspondence.
通讯通信
I am still in constant correspondence with my classmates at junior high school.
一致性对应
There should be close correspondence between words and deeds. Corresponding.
相对应的相当的
In comparison with the corresponding period last year, our sales have dropped by 30%. 21. Rap.
饶舌歌
What type of music do you like best? Jazz, pop, or rap? 22. Mint.
薄荷
I like mint chocolate very much. 23. Adulthood.
成年成年期
When reaching adulthood, most Americans will leave their parents' homes. 24. Gathering.
集会聚集
There will be a gathering of students in the hall. 25. Eternal.
永恒的，
Many Chinese emperors tried various ways to have eternal life, but all failed. 26. Agricultural.
农业的，
The agricultural country has been transformed into an industrial one. 27. Gross.
粗野的，
Nobody likes to be around him because of his gross language.
总计的，
The gross number of seats in the concert hall is 1,200. 28. Elaborate.
精巧的，
They are busy planning the most elaborate wedding for the prince. Elaborate.
详述，
It takes several hours to elaborate my project. 29. Advertiser.
广告客户，刊登广告者，
To make a profit, the advertising agencies will do whatever advertisers want them to do. 30. Compute.
计算，
You had better compute the cost of the college education before you enter one. Computerize.
电脑化，
The library staff is currently computerizing the library catalog. 31. Boyhood.
少年时期，
We all did a lot of silly things in our boyhood. Girlhood.
少女时期，
She was born in Tokyo and spent her girlhood there. 32. Inquire.
询问，查问，
The waitress inquired whether they were ready to order. 33. Tactics.
策略，战术，
Delaying tactics sometimes only make things worse. Tactical.
策略的，战术的，
The general ordered a tactical retreat. 34. Fraction.
部分，
Only a tiny fraction of taxpayers' money is spent on education.
数学，分数，
A percentage is a fraction whose denominator is 100. 35. Scope.
能力、活动、研究等的范围，
Your perspective is beyond the scope of my understanding. 36. Upward.
向上，
She turned her face upward to enjoy the raindrops. Downward.
向下，
Hold out your hands with your palms facing downwards. Upward.
向上的，
Walking on the endless upward slope, I was exhausted. Downward.
向下的，
The dance ends with a downward movement of the head. 37. Brotherhood.
兄弟般的情谊，
Soldiers who fight together often share a feeling of brotherhood. Sisterhood.
姐妹般的情谊，
Our goal is to develop sisterhood among women through charitable activities. 38. Straighten.
弄直，
I can't straighten my legs in a small car.
整理，
I was asked to straighten my room immediately. 39. Patent.
专利权，
He got a lot of patents for his inventions.
取得专利，
She patented her new invention.
专利的，
This is our patent lock. You can count on it. 40. Poetic.
诗的，
The story is written in poetic language.
有诗意的，
The landscape here is poetic.